Hello, pile number one, and welcome to your reading. Thank you guys so much for being here today. We are going to be taking a look into your guys' energy alignment. So this is going to be a reading for those of you who feel as though something has been off in your energy, or you feel as though you guys have been working really hard towards something and it hasn't been coming to be. You feel like you are blocked off for some reason without knowing. And as I'm aligning to your guys' energies, we're going to take a look at you guys' first placement, and this will help you guys to discern whether this reading is applicable to you at this time or not. So, pile number one, please, guides, guardians, universe, energies in service of their highest and greatest good. I welcome you into this space. I just heard misunderstood. And I welcome you into the space, and I ask that you please guide me with truth, clarity, and wisdom. Please grant me the ability to articulate your messages as accurately and as clearly as possible. Thank you. You guys will benefit by getting much more clear with your own intentions of your desires, of where you're wanting to go, and paying less attention or focus to your past and where it is that you have come from. I just heard that you guys have already overcome such huge milestones, or hurdle stones was how it was kind of presented to me. I feel like you guys might have actually escaped a much harsher reality or disaster or like collapse than what you might be aware of. You know that song from Hunger Games about the tree? Are you coming to the tree? Strange things can happen now. How strange it would be for midnight in the hanging tree. I have no idea what that's talking about. I feel like you guys have walked, it's almost like a portal. Have you guys been shifting your realities and starting to recognize how different things are now? You guys are healing your nervous system, and how you will internalize it as the detachment to past time events, circumstances, or traumatic attachments that has still got emotional impact on you now, or still subconsciously has an impact on your belief system or how it is that you operate. I also heard that you guys will have been working through confronting fears to overcome them in order to take control of them through the art of self-discipline. I feel like through your own accountability and ownership over your past contributions that contributed to life circumstance, once perceived outcomes, has led you to learning more about once unrecognized hidden power within yourself, or talents or skill sets that you wouldn't have recognized without you having gone through this particular life lesson, or these particular life lessons in your past. And I think if you guys are to be looking at your past, you guys are starting to shift into the perspective of seeing the good that came out of the bad situations. And the more that you can see your past that's once had negative impact on you in more positive ways, or you look for the positive life lessons that came out of your past grievances and traumas, or even your past regrets, the more you do that, the more you're starting to like relax your nervous system, help to heal your own anxieties, your own concerns, releasing your worries, and it's bringing forward much more empowerment to help you to stand in your conviction of your own sense of self belonging. Like you're also healing the energies of what would be the word, alienation. I just heard whakarongo, which means listening to the ao Māori, which is my native language, to my culture, at least my most recent connection to culture. Okay, so I just heard it's okay to start it now. I was going deep into that meditative state. So I think you guys have also probably been really reflective recently, or much more meditative on your own journey. You're looking at things in much more progressive and productive ways, yeah? So let's go ahead and take a look at where it is in your life you might feel discouraged or undervalued. We have the Hangman coming out here in a challenge position, and then we have the Page of Cups. So where you guys are feeling undervalued, I would probably say it's where you guys are very good at looking at things from the perspective of like devil's advocate. You guys see multiple possibilities that can come as a result of possible choices, creations. You're very good at seeing the positive and the negative in situations. Once you've learned how to use this ability through your own self-reflection with yourself, you're going to learn how you can use this philosophy or this method or this approach of tapping in to the baseline reality of things through, I don't know, the same method as what you've been discovering through your own self-practice. Does that make sense? Like that is the best way that I can explain it. I apologize, pile number one, if it doesn't make sense, but I hope you guys get it, yeah? So I also see here that you guys are very good at probably trying to help to change other people's perspective about things that they use against themselves, or in ways that are not so positive or not so progressive things. You're very good at looking at things from different ways that help prepare people, you know what I'm saying? I would say that you're also very compassionate and supportive towards people who feel like they're stuck in their own life. You're very good at seeing the good in people and bringing that out in people by highlighting it and encouraging it in other people. And I think you might feel a little bit undervalued because of how much motivation, how much encouragement, and how much goodness you try to bring out in others. And I also feel like you might not feel as though other people meet you in this way, like when you need people to see the goodness in you, or when you feel as though you could do with like a compliment or an encouraging word or like a supportive hug. In some ways, I feel like you just don't feel as though you were supported in the ways that you really wish you could be. I think you also offer a lot of inspiration to people. I would say you guys are very compassionate, humble, and kind people. I think you feel like you've been born into a time that you don't belong in, or like you feel like you're from a different world and humanity is just so destructive. The reason why you're so sensitive or triggered by like uh collective shared issues, we'll say, pile number one, I would say it's because you guys have a soul mission here, or like you feel as though you're being called toward a soul path that helps to serve or humanity in ways where you cease suffering. And ceasing suffering happens in all areas of life. So where you feel you are able to be your most self, and when you feel like you are dedicated to something that is really meaningful to you, that is when you're going to feel yourself operating through your acts of service to humanity. That is when you're going to feel like you're standing in your purpose, and when you're going to start to feel like you're healing your sense of belonging. is what I just heard. There's still a lot of things that have yet to reveal themselves that you have still yet to have ever thought of, is what I just heard. The energy that's around you is very airy and very watery, pile number one. So I wouldn't be surprised if you have like Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, or even Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra, and your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or North Node. But what I was just getting here was that it's probably going to be in your Sun and your Moon for someone who needs to hear that. Sorry guys, I feel like you guys are also learning how to embrace more of your like core authentic truths, your core authentic values. Like that's what I'm getting here. Oh, I wish I was a punk rocker with flowers in my hair. 77 to 69, revolution was in the air. I was born too late into a world that doesn't care. That's funny to me. Oh, I wish I was a punk rocker with flowers in my hair. I haven't heard that since I was a kid. Anyway, sorry guys if I butchered that song. Let's move on to your guys' next placement. What have you been using to mask your truth recently? I think you've been using your past to actually down talk yourself and your capabilities, or also you've been using your past to block your own progress, pile number one. I'm not sure if you're doing this inherently or if this is still like emotional blocks you're working through, or things that you've recognized might need attention. So I also think that you guys might have moved yourselves into a form of isolation for a little while, or you felt as though you had been isolated from the things that bring you joy, love, or social interactions. And you've been doing this. It's been an inherent compulsion, because you're extra sensitive to your surroundings right now. And I feel like you've been doing it subconsciously to actually get closer to the truth of yourself, the truths that are still unrecognized, and the hidden power or hidden gifts that have yet to emerge or reveal themselves. So you've been masking yourself by hiding yourself away. This could either be quite literally, or you guys have been hiding your true character through projecting and reflecting to your social circles what they want to see of you and what they want to know about you. Does that make sense? I hope so. So how it is that you can help to remove these masks here. We have the prison wave, self-sabotage, poverty and consciousness, number 31. Ideas, preserve, non-action, and entitlement. You guys are being called to slow down, to help to balance out your air and water relations. So your sensitivity, your emotions, your deep reflection, groundedness, your philosophy, which is air, your intellect, and philosophy, thought pattern, belief system, and also your perspectives. Matching these two things brings emotional intelligence, and that's welcoming the earth element into what it's going on within your alignments. This will help you to rationalize and bring prioritization or order to all the things it is that you're becoming aware of and processing, recognizing, and growing in consciousness of. Does that make sense? Recognizing how you've been using your power of thought to self-sabotage has been the aim and the goal, and that's what's been helping you to remove the mask of feeling like you need to hide yourself away. It's more about where your attention has been in your life. Has your attention been in negative places? When you start to feel out of place, pile, number one, start to ask yourself, where is it your attention has been? Has it been in negative places? How has your attention been affecting your inner balance, your inner harmony, your inner sovereignty, which in other words is your sense of wholeness, belonging, security, wellness? Yes. And this is going to help you to put a stop to moving yourself into cycles that you do not wish to be repeating. You see what I'm saying? Rather than moving yourself into cycles that you do not wish to be repeating and then asking yourself why you have to keep going through these cycles. You don't. The thing is, you keep allowing your patterns or your compulsive memory to keep moving you into cycles that you are used to and familiar with. So when you start to feel like you're moving into cycles that you don't want to be going down, ask yourself what it is that you're dealing with, where it is that your focuses have been, where it is that you would rather be, how it is that you would rather feel, which will then lead to a reflection in your lifestyle. And then start to challenge what comes to challenge you. You become the challenger of your challenges when approaching things in this way. This also helps you to gain consciousness awareness over what you have been automatically doing, and this helps you to gain full awareness or enlightenment of how it is that you are operating and projecting or recreating in your world, which brings you back into groundedness. It brings you back into intentional creating through your thoughts, intentional creating through your words, your perceptions, what you consume and what you're receptive to. And how it is that you internalize that to recreate that outside of you, or what some people might call project, when creation is used in an unhealthy way. So we have the number 31 and also the number 28. I would say you guys are going to bring a permanent end to certain things that has been throwing off your security, your sense of belonging, once again with number 4 being here. You guys are going to bring much more safety and much more security to your places of peace, or like your home. You're also going to bring a lot more peace to your nervous system and any insecurities that you guys might have had. This is how I see you guys getting back into alignment with your authentic purpose, your higher self. You guys probably can't see what's written on here, but it says authentic purpose, inspiration, your power of free will. Number 24, the map maker of destiny. And then we have preparation, prayer, and sacred ritual. So yeah, this is going to become an active practice when you start to feel yourselves deriving, is that the right word? Or like veering off your own path, your own course. When you start to feel like you aren't yourself, you're being asked to take a step back, slow down, and gain awareness of how it is that you are operating within yourself, the way you think. I say this all the time, the way you think, what you're believing in, how you're using what you're thinking about for yourself or against yourself, the positives and the negatives. You know what I'm saying? Getting a very clear picture by becoming self-aware, which helps you to become centered in this current timeline, which brings you in of a form of what seems like control, but it's more like influence or co-creation alongside of the natural flow and laws of the universe. And that's what I see is going to help you to avoid going back down cycles that you don't want to be going down, completing karmic cycles, discovering new untapped gifts, and also helping you to enhance or evolve or advance your own growth. No, your own gifts that you will be discovering about yourself through doing this healing process, this detachment process, letting go of projected conditions and expectations of you, the importance of labels, and just allowing yourself to be. And that's what brings you free of obstruction as it is from anyone who might be outside of you trying to influence you. And that's also how you're going to help yourself to overcome your fears. If this is not something that you're going to be facing, this is something that you guys have already been going through. So I hope this has come positive service to you guys. Thank you so much for spending time here. I really do very much appreciate each and every one of you. But with all that being said, until next time, bye. Hello, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. Thank you guys so much for being here today. So for your guys' mystery reading, we're going to be taking a look at a confirmation or validation or reconnection reading. This is going to be for the purpose of building confidence, reaffirming faith, and just confirmation of an overview or a summary of pointers that you can recognize upon your current soul journey. This is going to help you to become more intentional with your intuition, or to confirm intuitive insights, messages, and guidance that you guys have been receiving recently. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, we're going to take a look at your first placement, which is going to be confirming what it is that your intuition has been highlighting for you recently, how it's been grabbing your attention. Guides, guardians, universe, energies in service of the highest and greatest good of those who have come to view. Pile number 2. Ooh, I heard that. I just heard fighting the negative. I welcome you into this space, and I ask that you please provide me with truth, clarity, and wisdom. Have you guys been seeing strange movements in the weather? Or if you haven't been witnessing strange movements in the weather, pile number 2, some of you guys, if you feel called to or drawn to, start to do some more cloud gazing. You're going to start to tap into your intuition or strengthen your intuition, or recognize a branch of ability that your intuition also taps you into. And it's either to do with something to do with the weather, or divinating, insight or esoteric knowledge from like cloud gazing, weather changes. You guys might even find yourself predicting weather changes really, really well. So yeah, let me just finish the intentions here. Your guides are really eager to talk to you. You guys have a lot of very active energy around you. A lot of things are happening, and I feel like you guys can feel it in the atmosphere, and that's what your attention has, your intuition has been grabbing. Guys, guardians, universe, energies, and service of the highest and greatest good of those who have come to view. Pile number 2. I welcome you into this space, and I ask that you please guide me with truth, clarity, and wisdom. Please grant me the ability to articulate your messages as accurately and as clearly as possible, both past, present, and future, that is in service of the highest and greatest good of those who are viewing this pile. So what I hear here is the way that your intuition has been grabbing your attention. It's been wanting you to speak up more, or to develop the confidence in yourself to express yourself in positive ways. I think you guys' self-criticism has been pretty harsh recently. I think you guys have had really negative outlooks on your goals, your ambitions, your capability to reach achievement. I think you guys can actually be seen as really successful by those outside of you, but what a lot of people don't know is that you guys might have been going through a lot of struggling points to get to where it is that you are now. But something that you need to know, which I think you guys have already gained clarity about, is that people outside of you see you in a really desirable position. If that doesn't resonate with you, people see you at a really desirable alignment within your progress. People might have even have seen you as very desirable within your sensuality, within your attraction, within your beauty. If you guys have been having low confidence experiences, it's because of your self-criticism. Your internal dialogue is what keeps bringing you down. And the thing about it is, pile number 2, you guys have a very powerful voice. So this includes your internal dialogue, especially. That is what is most powerful of all. Your intention is most genuine and most pure and most powerful when it's being spoken to the self. So what that means is your manifestation abilities becomes enhanced based upon how it is that your relationship is shared with yourself. And I think your intuition has been pointing out certain things that you can change within your relationship with self, or within your dialogue that you share with yourself, that will help you to start to manifest better energies, higher energies, more positive movements within yourself. Like, for example, for those of you who've recognized yourself to be witches, please be careful with your inner dialogue. You know how powerful wordplay is, and the thing is, if you guys are witches or sorcerers, or you recognize yourselves to be powerful manifestors, your inner dialogue is manifesting on yourself, and you could be using your inner dialogue to curse yourself or to empower yourself and manifest powerful cycles. And that's what your intuition has been helping to highlight for you and point out. I also think that you guys, your intuition has been pointing out to you true displays of integrity and what it means to speak with honesty from a place that is useful. You'll find that you guys have been extra sensitive to the motive behind why people share information, and you guys have been discerning much more positive vocabulary or use of words. You guys could have even been learning deeper meanings behind certain words that are often repeated, used through different people, sources, outlets, and you've been learning the true power of vocabulary, or the true influence it is that you have when speaking through your heart. That might sound cringy, that might sound to some of you, but what I mean here is that when you are in connection with your core essence, and when you are in discipline of your primal nature, right? You recognize how you can communicate more effectively, because through your own self-understanding you can recognize how it is to reach the primal nature in a respectful way, because you are disciplined, so you know the boundaries, and you learn how to speak to the heart of others, which means you're speaking through your own love. You're speaking to others how you wish to be spoken to, and you're finding yourself being much more understood in these ways, especially moving into the next 30 days. This will help to motivate much more achievement within the results that you will see manifest outside of you, but also you will start to feel a much more positive drive, willpower, and you'll also start to see the glow up within you. You're going to start to see a shine or a glow come back to you the more that you improve your inner dialogue, which will then shift your belief system after a number of days with practiced consistency. This is going to help you to heal a lot of different things I just heard. This is going to help you to heal your thoughts. It's going to help you to heal your confidence in what it is that you have been repressing is what I just heard. And I guess that's different for all of you who are here viewing this reading, so take that as it resonates, because I just heard it's divine to you, which means it's unique to you. So the card that came out here is the Two of Swords in reverse. You guys have not really known what to move forward with. You guys might have even felt yourself feeling confused and feeling like you're needing to juggle a lot of things. You guys could have even felt an internal conflict between your subconscious mind and your consciousness awareness, or your brain, in other words. Yeah, Ace of Swords, that's the truth. You guys have been at an internal conflict, which in some cases is also called spiritual warfare within. It means an old past version of yourself that you no longer identify with is at battle with the potential of yourself. And the job of your commandment can, or at least the power of your consciousness commandment, can be found when you ask what is healthy and what is not healthy for you that you are operating through. This is going to help you to get clear with your intuition compared to your ego or your judgment. Your intuition is progressive. Your judgment is stagnating. It pulls you into what we can sometimes call a comfort space, but what sometimes can also become a confinement. Okay, next placement here. If you see me looking down to the side of me, I have a list of how it is that I'm approaching your guys' spread. So if you see me look down, I'm just glancing at your next placement so I can stay grounded through the reading. All right, let's take a look here. What has your intuition been saying that you needs decisive action at this time in your life? We have the Hierophant, your commitments and your spiritual practices. What is most meaningful to you? We have the Ace of Cups, getting creative, becoming much more intimate with yourself and your vulnerability or your truth, and becoming comfortable with that. And then we have Death card, the transforming the way it is that you see yourself, a reinvention of self through radical acceptance. After a time of self-discovery, you're going to discover more about yourself the more you commit to what it is that you've been thinking or contemplating of doing. And I think your intuition has been saying that you're going to tap into a much more potent creative potential within you the more you do commit to your own wellness. You're going to discover how it is that you can also contribute to the wellness of others through your own wellness of self. This is how your intuition is talking to you and working with you. Your intuition will bring unity. So when working with others, it will help you to see yourself in others, which will help you to discern how to speak truth to others, because you will once again understand the boundaries that other people have set when approaching you, and you'll also know how to speak to the heart, which works through those defense mechanisms. And as a result, you're also going to be able to balance out confusion, create more clarity, prioritize more, and bring more organization to the structure of how it is that you have been operating internally. And as a result, you're going to be revealing to yourself certain modalities, philosophies, higher learnings, higher discipline, higher education. You're going to learn how it is that you can overcome challenges that people suffer with internally. You're going to help people to bring resolution or harmony and balance to inner conflicts, to do with emotions, connections, relationships, defense mechanisms based around authenticity, or the ability to lower or release pride. You're also going to learn why people feel like they need to overcompensate in certain situations or stay committed to certain ways of being that they know does not retain healthy living, better living, does not support better living. And as a result, through you transforming yourself, you're going to reinvent yourself, rediscover yourself, and feel a rebirth of love for yourself, for your life, for your path, for your past, for your process, for your challenges, and for your own skill sets. I also would say that you will also rebirth or renew a new appreciation for connection with your core authentic self, values, and principles. And that's what I see here, that you are going to be adopting as, well, no, it's not even adopting, it's more like what you're going to be truly accepting. Because once you accept it, you'll naturally integrate it, and then it will become a reflection in everything it is that you do, because it will become a way of operating. And when it becomes a way of operating, it subconsciously becomes a creation through you, a new habit, a new memory, muscle memory, in other words. So it becomes the way you think, feel, operate, create, what you find attractive, what you wish to consume, what you desire, what catches your attention. You know what I'm saying? For example, like if you are someone who wants a relationship, you'll wonder why you see so much love around you through other people, or like you'll see couples all the time. Or if you're in a relationship and you're ready to like evolve that relationship and build a family, you'll become much more clucky, you'll become much more attracted to babies and baby things. Babies will catch more of your attention. You'll become a lot more softer and much more gentle and much more nurturing in your energy. You know what I'm saying? How you can focus and align with something, and then it can become you, and you just start seeing it unfold and it flow and happen for you. That's what's happening here. And that's what your intuition has been kind of revealing to you, how it is that things can happen for you when the alignment is truly integrated, practiced, and applied. We have the Six of Swords here and the Six of Cups, so we have 66. This is resolution, meeting responsibilities and duties, bringing harmony and balance to your circumstances. Your emotional intellect is also going to mature within you, so you're going to see an advancement. You'll recognize it as advancements or emotional discipline. You're also going to remove a lot of illusions that you've had, or misinterpretations, misunderstandings, or judgments on yourself that has come from misunderstandings through your past understanding of emotional intellect. And this is going to enhance your empathy, I see here. It's going to help you to discipline your own reactions, and help you to discern the difference between your defense mechanisms, your better judgment, and also your compulsions. So yeah, you guys are getting an all-rounded perspective of your intuition right now, and you guys have been integrating how it is that your intuition has really been working with you, how present it really has been, you know. So what is your heart's guidance, and how will it speak to you moving forward? We have the World card. Your heart's guidance wants to bring an end to all that no longer brings positive service into your life, all that no longer resonates with the new discovered version of yourself that you have recognized yourself to be. And your intuition is helping you to gain control over yourself and your reality. It's helping you to master your current timeline as well, so that you can bring more organization to your timeline, which will lessen the probabilities of potential. So that means it will reflect to you and feel like you're taking control. Okay, so awesome. How will your intuition communicate with you moving into the next 30 days? We have the Five of Wands and the Seven of Wands. Okay. So your intuition will help you to face any reason for conflict and help you to overcome it. It will help you to strategize through drama, or see through drama as well, by the way. We have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, it will help you to also focus on building solutions, help you to pursue your passions, bring more joy, feel better about yourself or what it is that you're working towards. You'll feel much more helpful, much more motivated. You'll feel much more supported as well. That's how your intuition is going to work with you. You're going to feel a lot more connected, and I think you're going to find yourself learning through your services. So for example, you're going to learn more about yourself through the people you attract in over the next 30 days. And offering your compassionate support is going to help you to tap into your intuition that will provide you with the ability to interpret divine guidance. I also see here that you guys are going to help yourselves to move past old misunderstandings that came from your inner conflict. And it will help you to start to teach the mastery of a lesson to do with strategy, manipulation, or deceitful people outside of you. So I think you're going to find yourself helping people to learn what it means to emotionally disconnect, what it means to truly walk away from what is not positive for people. And you're going to find your intuition guiding you also away from things that does not spark your passion, does not help you grow, does not expand you. You're going to find your intuition pointing you in directions that help you to heal emotional trauma, really, or emotional blockages, emotional misunderstandings. And you're going to find a lot more clarity coming through you guiding others this month, pile number 2. So thank you so very much for stopping by. Those are the messages I have for you today. With all that being said, until next time, bye. Hello, pile number 3, and welcome to your guys' reading. Today we're going to be looking at your guys' hidden power. That was the reading that came forward for you guys. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, we're going to take a look at your first placement, where we're going to look into what it is that you already know or identify with. And this is going to help you to discern whether this reading is applicable for you or not. Okay, so guides, guardians, universe, energies in service of the highest and greatest good, I welcome you into this space. And I ask that you please guide me with truth, clarity, and wisdom for those who have come to view pile number 3. What power is hidden within them? Please bear in mind, pile number 3, that this is a general reading. So I'm only picking up on the strongest energy that is available to me. Not all of the messages throughout this reading might resonate with you. So trust what resonates with you and leave behind what doesn't. Yes. Pile number 3, I feel as though you guys are leaders through example. I also heard that you guys are excellent planners and excellent plan executors. You guys move with conviction. At least this is how people outside of you see you. I think you guys are very modest, very, very humble individuals in your ways of being. There's actually a lot to you, a lot that you don't share or a lot that you don't admit. The card that came out here was the King of Swords. So you guys are very logical, you're very detail orientated, you're very good at listening and absorbing information, knowledge, and insight. You're very good at also using this logical insight to interpret consequences, outcomes, and possibilities. I would say that you guys are also very hardworking, and you have a very, once again, rational, logical approach to life. I think you guys have been focused on children, family, play. tapping into your inner child and happiness. Some of you guys are feeling a lot more curious recently, and you guys have been seeking out more knowledge, more wisdom. You guys have been seeking intellectual stimulation, and I think you guys have been seeking depth of communication as well. I think there is something that you guys want to speak more about or collect different perspectives of, because this will help you to bring balance to some form of logical duty you have or identify with or feel like would make sense for the path it is that you're on, or the things that you want and have been committed to. Okay, cool. Alright, so who is pile number 3? Who will they recognize themselves to be at the time of viewing? Which one? Okay, I'm putting that back. Hold on. Who will pile 3 recognize themselves to be? We have the King. No, we don't. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Emperor, and we have the Page of Pentacles. So you guys reckon yourselves to be... You guys could be single parents, single mothers, single fathers. You guys could be seeking a twin flame journey or a twin flame union. If not, you could be seeking out someone who is equally as smart, clever, philosophical, understanding. Someone who is equal to you, if not more advanced. You guys could be looking for a mentor, a teacher, someone who knows more than you do about what it is that you are in practice of currently. Yeah, you guys are looking for expansion within what it is that is most emotionally meaningful to you and purposeful to you. You guys are looking for expansion or an opportunity or good luck in an area or a career field that brings you a lot of fulfillment, or at least what you perceive or think would bring you a lot of fulfillment and good luck. I would say here that the advice is to manifest your highest ideals. Stay focused on your highest ideals. That's what you guys are doing. You're wanting to invest your energy more wisely. You guys are learning what it means to work smarter rather than having to always work harder with minimal results. And that's what you guys are looking at. You guys are organizing, reprioritizing, making decisive choices, which is helping you to implement decisive action. And this is helping you to move past any intense times where you're having to set really firm boundaries, really firm focuses for yourself, and where you're having to communicate your commitments very, very clearly so that people don't misunderstand your goals, your directions, your movements, and why you are the way it is that you are. Some people have misinterpreted your ambitions, your goals, and your focus as arrogance when it's not. I see here this is just something that you are trying to stay disciplined in. So if that resonates with you, this reading is going to be for you at this time. If you see me peeping off to the side, I just have the spread here down on a sheet. And that's what I'll be looking at. Alright, so hidden power for those who have come to view pile number 3. We're going to touch on a few different types of powers. So power of the mind, hidden power of the mind for those who have come to view pile number 3. Hidden power of the emotion, hidden power of the behavior, attitudes, the physical, hidden power of the energy, the potential. Okay, so the hidden power within your mind, if you guys resonate with the air element, your guys' hidden power is your ability to simplify very highly evolved forms of intelligence. You're very good at helping people to feel safe and comfortable enough to attain information, to kind of like integrate forms of information that you're very good at providing. People see you within your hidden power as someone who has the power to create a lot of joy, a lot of peace, a lot of unity. You are someone who sees the good or the potential within other people, which allows you to bring that out in people and show them why they want to be an embodiment of this. Like, logically speaking, the logical benefits that come out of people embracing the truth of themselves. You help to undo a lot of confusions, and you help people to see the balance of the good and the bad that comes from them embracing who it is that they are. And then you help them by providing practical advice of what it means to evolve what they would deem to be their weaknesses or deficits into strengths, enabling what they have mentally created as a disability, which has blocked the goodness and the beauty or the flourishing of authenticity within other people. I think you help to free people from conditioned thoughts. So you help ground people back into their own operating ways, like their own ways of operating through how it is that they perceive life, what it is that they believe in, how it is that they intellectualize what they perceive and what it is that they think that they see, you know? You help people to bring clarity and order and practicality to very eerie topics, and you help apply philosophies in practical ways. That is a hidden power of you. Pile number 3. I also see that you have the power to strategize or build plans towards happiness, security. You have a progressive mind, pile number 3 is what I just heard. And you bring a lot of happiness to the people around you through the way it is that you think. Through the way it is that you choose to perceive people outside of you. Within your emotions, you guys are actually very good at understanding your emotional impact on other people. So I'd say that you are also highly evolved within your emotional intelligence, which helps you to understand what makes other people tick. Some of you guys might actually work or study psychology, work with mental health or mental illness. Some of you guys have a gift for helping people to heal mental illness, emotional illness, trauma. You help to dissect deeper wisdoms from certain life lessons, and that is what I feel here is one of your greatest powers, with the black egg being here representing your earth element and the ant totem being here representing your energetic element. You guys have a hidden power to see the perfection in all times. I just heard bibliomancy. So tapping into bibliomancy, there is a time for everything, is the reference that I'm getting here. There's a time for everything. You're very good at seeing how everything can be of positive use and everything can be of negative use. It depends on how the individual chooses to command the use of these concepts, understandings, philosophies, modalities, actions, behaviors, and attitudes, so on and so forth. And that brings me into the black egg. Your emotion and your emotional connections and your practical understandings of motive, consequence, health, compulsions, and like motivating desires. You're very good at divinating what is going to touch the heart to then motivate people into directions that is going to help them to tap into their authenticity and tap into clear understanding of oneself, clear understanding of what one is doing. You're very good at helping people to take accountability over their emotions, which contribute to their behaviors and attitudes that then reflects into their world, that then they attract back in, that they don't really want to be experiencing and that they suffer with. And that is like a hidden gift of yours, a hidden power. You help bring people together and you help to heal physical impalements, is what I just heard. Some of you guys could actually be a nurse. Some of you could have a hidden talent for creating medicine or transcending illnesses. Yes, yes, yes. I feel like you guys are very clairvoyant and empathic or clairsentient. You could have all three or identify with all three. You guys could also be a claircognizant medium. So you download insight, truth, and knowledge or understanding behind emotional discomforts within self and within others. So you will feel sometimes what other people need. You will sometimes just know what other people need. You will sometimes just speak what other people need to hear. You'll find yourself also visualizing what people could do for themselves that will help point them towards healing. And this is because your greatest hidden power that you have still yet to embrace the full potential of is the mastery of your healing abilities. Pile number 3, if that makes sense. Healing can be shown in so many different ways. You could have the healer of joy, the healer of simplicity, the healer of the mind. You could have the healer of the misunderstood, the outlaw, the healing of the fear, the feared, the alchemist. You could be the healer of vision, the healer of prophecy, the healing of future, intuition, and hope. You could also be a healer of discouragement, indifference. You could be the healer of purpose and belonging. You could identify with all of these, and you might feel a resonance with all of these because I see them all here. I also see here that you guys have a hidden power for creating energetic blueprints. So you guys are trendsetters. You have an authentic voice that helps to guide people towards unity, towards community, towards creating resolution, solution, and progression. And you are someone who is focused on the greater good of everyone involved, the lesser evil possible of enacting. You also help people to understand their patterns, what motivates their patterns, and that's another hidden gift of yours, pile number 3, from what I'm feeling and hearing here. Some of you also have the ability to tap into the Akashic records, so you have the ability to past life travel, future life travel, timeline jump, skip, and reality shift. This is a commandment made by your consciousness and your identification of self and projecting your consciousness into possibilities that is controlled and built and constructed by the mind. This is how you explore possibilities and explore ideals. And this is astral projection in itself. The astral realm, how you can connect to that is by exploring the mind. The mind is infinite in capability of exploration and adventure, and this is another untapped ability of yours that you have the ability of accessing. You will also be able to use your clairvoyance while astral projecting, so you'll be able to envision all sorts of depths of possibilities and capabilities within your infinite creative consciousness. And this is a hidden power that you guys are still learning to embody, discover, and master or get comfortable with. Pile number 3 from what I'm seeing here. So advice for you guys moving forward. Advice for you guys moving forward in regards to embodiment of your hidden powers. Take a pause on wanting to experience new things all the time. Take a pause on wanting to experience what it is that you've been striving to manifest. Instead, what you're being asked to do is accept yourself as you are and deeply reflect. Move into the depths of yourself. Get closer and become more transparent with your own psyche. The psyche is the collective of you. Does that make sense? So for example, your ego, your higher self, your subconscious mind, your conscious mind, your superconscious mind, your unconscious mind, the elements within you, the primal nature of you, your core self, your core principles, your core values, your authentic truths. Getting closer to these helps you to get closer to the psyche, which they also say is another word that we use to identify the soul. And once you start to do that, you're going to start to tap deeper into your gifts, your talents, your skill sets, and your abilities, and you're going to learn a new way to manifest your dreams into being that will help you to create much more achievement, or much more faster results. I just heard. Sorry, that's the best way that I can say it. Those are the messages that I have for you today, pile number 3. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope this has come a positive service. With all that being said, until next time, bye. Hello, pile number 4, and welcome to your guys' reading. Thank you so much for being here. Sorry, I'm going to fix this real quick. So today, the reading that came out for you guys was taking a look at restabilizing your guys' energies. So very shortly, I am going to tap into your energy, and we're going to take a look at how it is that you guys can start to move past any forms of stagnancy through recognizing what is no longer sustaining in your life, what it is that your guides or source, the universe, would advise you guys embracing more of, and what you can expect as a result if you do. If that sounds like something you're interested in, very shortly we'll take a look after I set the intentions of connecting to your energy. The first placement you guys can use to discern whether this reading is going to be for you or not, and you'll know because you'll be able to resonate with it, or it will be applicable to your practical life, or you will identify with it internally in some way, shape or form. So trust in your own better judgment, pile number 4. Okay, so I'm sinking into the lower chakras. We're looking at the solar plexus. No, we're not. We're looking at the sacral chakra, and we're looking at the root chakra. So there's been a cleansing of negative energy around your creativity, your emotions, your potential, your desirability, your attraction, your attention to beauty and positivity in life. Also, your confidence and security within yourself and your emotional discipline. This is what you guys have been focusing in on stabilizing or becoming more balanced within. I would also probably say, pile number 4, that you guys might have been much more observant of what it is that you have been consuming. Now this could be quite literally within your diet. You guys could have been focusing on changing your diet, bettering your diet. You guys could have been practicing the art of fasting, or the spiritual practice of fasting. Some of you guys have felt instinctively drawn towards different sorts of foods. That's because your body is in need of different sorts of nutritions, pile number 4. So it's important that you listen to how it is that your body is guiding you. It is a guide. Your body is a guide, and it is guiding you. It needs nutrition to help sustain its own regulation, pile number 4. For others of you, this is the consumption of media, entertainment, what it is that you have been consuming within your attention and your focuses, yes? And you guys have been stabilizing that way. You guys have been learning what it means to become the change you wish to experience, rather than becoming the change you wish to see. You're becoming the change you wish to experience in your reality. The philosophy is changing, is what I just heard, pile number 4. Okay. I also just heard that you guys have been doing deep leveled healing around your DNA, old traumas, old attachments, uh, old reasons for a lack of trust and confidence, old reasons for emotional insecurities, physical insecurities, and burdens and traumas is what I just heard. Trauma, 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 trauma. It's being said in like a beat, and I don't know why. Maybe you guys had just at one point accepted your trauma for what it was, but now you've come to a stance in your life where you're actually starting to see that your traumas don't have to be a definitive part of you. It's all based on the power of your perspective and how you wish to use your traumas. You can either use your traumas to motivate you towards not having to repeat your trauma, or using your traumas to stay stagnant and stuck and feeling defined by that. Neither reality is wrong, but that's what it is, a reality. And this is something that you guys have become more stable with, like a concept you guys have become more accustomed to, aware of, and more stable with inside of your awareness and your conscious practices of living. Okay, so I think you guys are going to end up undertaking a shamanic journey either recently, now, or in the very near future. And this is going to be into the unseen worlds or realms of yourself, the different depths of yourself, the different expressions of what contributes to your authenticity. Pile number 4. You guys are going to be letting go of soul imperatives that are affecting your overall well-being. And you guys are being offered the gift of transformation, moving into the next 50-day cycle to 60-day cycle, from what I just saw here, at the maximum 70 to 80 maximum from the day that you guys view this. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at what is no longer sustaining you in your life. What are you being guided to let go of? We have all tied up in actions. Guides, guardians, universe, energies, and service of the highest and greatest good of those who have come to view pile number 4, please help me to connect to the true depth of understanding and wisdom behind this. What is it that you're guiding? Three little birds sat on my window, and they told me I don't need to worry. So knocking like cinnamon, so sweet. Little girls that put dust on my concrete. You guys are no longer committing yourself to things that you don't have to suffer with anymore. You guys are starting to embrace more of the simplistic returns that bring you simple joy and gratitude and appreciation. You're starting to see how the accumulation of small things can add up to great happiness. And you're starting to see the goodness that has come out of what you once perceived to be as bad that turned out to be blessings in disguises. This is like releasing a toxic relationship, not realizing how negative it was in your life, to only discover that releasing them only brought you all the best of what you could be experiencing. For an example, what is no longer sustaining you in your life? Your comfort zones, the way it is that you have been motivating yourself, speaking. What is no longer sustaining you is avoiding conflict, avoiding confronting truths, avoiding and dumbing down or making your truths more digestible for other people. This is releasing people-pleasing habits that are no longer in authentic alignment with who it is that you are, with strategy and cornucopia being here. There are things that you guys have been making dim, in order to keep other people feeling comfortable, happy, to keep the peace. But you're starting to recognize the true importance of just being completely 110% open, honest, focused, directed, and motivated. You guys are releasing yourself from comfort zones that have been holding you back. Yeah, and it became, your comfort zones became a lie. And that's why you have felt so much disorganization being manifested outside of you, because your reflections weren't reflecting, you know, the authentic truth, who it is that you are, who you recognize yourself to be, who it is that you know you're going to be becoming and stepping into. And what I mean by that is the you that you're stepping into is the reality that is going to become reflective to you. And that's why you've had to do all of this change. I also see here what is no longer sustaining to you is something that needs more forms of appreciation. You have yet to see the true gifts that have come out of all it is that you've gone through prior to now. Yeah. This is helping you to break free of psychological barriers that you've built around fear of experiencing heartbreak, with the second chakra coming out here, your sacral chakra. Heartbreak, or feeling like you're not good enough, feeling rejected, or feeling like what you have the power to contribute, or the true gifts it is that you hold, the true originality that you have to recreate in this world wouldn't belong, would get bashed, wouldn't be good enough. But the thing is, you're supposed to create for you. And in turn, if you're creating in a way that's healthy, you know when you release it, it's also going to help other people, because that's the intention that's in it. The intention that has been bestowed in your creations is the intention of creating something useful, creating something helpful, creating something authentic, true, secure, productive, something that can be grown, something that you believe in so much that you don't care what comes in the form of material return. You believe in it so much that you have true, genuine patience and fulfillment coming from just seeing what it is that is meaningful to you grow, expand in its own way. And that is the return. That is what brings you healing and happiness, pile number 4. And that's what is helping you to restore your balance and helping you to tap into the true potency of your healing abilities, your divination abilities, or your abilities to resolve conflict within yourself, or within connections, or within misunderstandings, based on focuses that is shared by large amounts of people. So this is like spiritual philosophy, spiritual teachings. This is like history misinformation, like misinformation of history, or misguided teachings. You know, this is the recorrection of inherited things. And this is helping you to stabilize the energy, which is helping you to transcend taboos. And that's what you guys are going to be embracing. You guys are treating where other people's fear to lead themselves. Because once you know truth, you can't unknow what you come to know. You know what I mean? And for a lot of people, that's actually very intimidating. Because once you know what you know, you have to depend on your better judgment to build around that in positive ways. And sometimes what we think is positive isn't always positive. So the advice here is that you guys contemplate the negatives and the positives that will come out of what it is that you have to contribute to your world, your creations, your focuses, your crafts, your career, and what is most meaningful to you, what brings you fulfillment, and what has what makes you feel like you're serving positivity. When you become committed or disciplined in this focus, you will transcend anyone else outside of you who thinks that they have the power to stop you. Through magic, through corruption. You won't have a fear of people manipulating you in love, heart matters, career. You won't have people illusionating you either with their own ideas, because you'll be completely dedicated and focused to your core truths, core morals, core values, which means you become unshakable in what it is that you're doing and why it is that you are doing it. With the daughter spirit being here. Yep, garden in the gate. And then blossoming abundance. Yeah, when you start to follow your own spiritual guidance, you're going to be led outside of something that you've become used to experience a whole new expansion of possibility and return. You guys could expect gifts, money, substantial wealth coming from your investments when you operate in this embrace. So how can you support the greatest ideals and to manifest? We have the crow totem. Depend more on your divination ability, learn more about spiritualism, and be open to the different perspectives that can come from spirituality, because all truth is true if it's resonant with the individual. And understanding this, whether it's resonant with you or not, will help you to be open to the wisdom that is available in all circumstances, all situations, and all people. This will also help you to expand your divination abilities or your divination craft. This will also help you to intellectualize new forms of information to do with collective destiny. I don't know what that means. For some of you, this will help you to master your magical practices or advance your spiritual abilities. This will also help you to bring order to what has been restless within you. It will enhance and advance the talents and skill sets of flexibility, navigation, and prove to you the truth of your intellect. Through the knowledge that you have gained from your restlessness, you have learned what it means to become selfless with your wisdom, which is leading you to abundance. I'm sorry if this doesn't make sense, because it's not making sense for me. You're starting to see the true gifts that have come out of traumatic times, challenges, journeys that felt like they were unending is settling. And you guys are going to move into a future that is much more relaxing, much more hopeful, much more happy, much more playful, much more genuine, reflecting in love and happiness. Pile number 4. And that's what you're being guided to embrace more of. So the last placement here, what to avoid moving forward in order to protect the direction you are moving. What to avoid moving forward in order to protect the energy that is manifesting for you guys. Reflection. Reflection. Clarify, please. I think I know what you're saying here. Yeah. Okay. What you're being guided to do is not overgive your compassion. Reflect on how it is that you are giving your love to people, and reflect on, are those people deserving of the love it is that you are giving. This will help you to protect your energy. And this has actually been a soul lesson for you guys that will help you to complete the soul journey that you have been on. And it will help you to tap into the true potency of yourself and your authenticity. This is how it's going to help you to heal yourself. The relationship you share with yourself is going to become much more compassionate, much more nurturing, much more intimate, much more deep, which means you're going to access new forms of information, clarity, and you're going to see new directions that will help you to master the ego of others and yourself. You're going to feel a much more renewed sense of appreciation for the path it is that you're on, and you're going to start to see advancements when it comes to what it is that you've been growing into manifest. So if you've got, I don't know, a social platform where you share a lot of information, you could see something that you're working on go viral or receive a lot more attention. Sorry, pile number 4. I dropped a card on the floor. But yeah, if you guys are working on something and you're going to share it publicly, you might see it gain a lot of attention. You might see it go viral. If you guys have been suffering with an illness, I see that healing miraculously out of nowhere, and you will find yourself shocked. You could be helping heal an illness of others around you, and you're going to receive a lot of good, positive feedback about that. You're going to get a lot of recognition for something it is that you've independently built, whether this is the peace it is that you've developed within yourself, the self-development you have grown through, the results you've cultivated, or the advancements you've made in your career fields. Some of you need to hear that you guys are great parents, by the way. And your child is going to grow up to be extremely smart and appreciative of natural beauties and environments, is what I just heard here. Yeah, your child is going to find themselves achieving their dreams because you help to end a lot of karmic, we'll call it karmic curses, inherited beliefs and ways of living that are actually sabotaging. You'll put a lot of into and learn to adopt new ways of approaching life circumstances, which has freed up the possibility of new beginnings. Those are the messages I have for you today. Thank you so very much for stopping by pile number 4. I hope this has come in positive service, and until next time.